I've been in the Marines for about 2.5 years now. I joined in 2007. I remember arriving in Iraq. It was around August of 2008. It was extremely hot. It was about 120, 130 degrees. We're wearing our body armor, we're wearing Kevlar, we're carrying our weapons. A lot of stuff. To keep us safe from there. When you first arrive there, you're very nervous because it's a combat environment. You've never really experienced combat. You could be shot at any time. It was very scary, I'm not gonna lie. If anybody says that they were not scared, they're lying. And being scared and fear actually kept you alive.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then
Well, my first scariest moment was probably like my first week there. The alarm went off and I think we were receiving IDF. IDF is indirect fire. That means we were firing rockets and mortars in our base. And the alarm went off. It was around 2 a.m. in the morning. And they were knocking on doors and they were telling everybody to get under the shelter to try to avoid getting hit. And that was probably my first experience over there. I was really scared. I remember catching, my rifle or my gun and going and trying to hide. And it was very scary. Another incident was, we were on the road, we were driving around, and we spotted a bomb in the middle of the road. It was actually the bad guys who were trying to set it up, but I think they set it up wrong way, so they ended up killing themselves in the process. So it was quite traumatic. It was a traumatic experience, watching bodies, dead bodies in the middle of the road, arms and legs that are everywhere. So it was a gruesome experience. I'm very religious, so I relied a lot, on God. And, when I was over there, I prayed a lot. Every time we went out on a mission, I said there was not a single day I left our little operating base and I never said a prayer. And I was like, God, I've been here for this long, and keep me safe and, keep everybody around me safe and let's all go home safe. And, there's a lot of fear in relying on God. Even though you're not religious, you become religious. The most thing that I really remember is like when you're under stress, you're being shot at, adrenaline kicks in. Your heart rate goes up, you're breathing a lot, you're sweating, you're nervous, and you're intense. Your adrenaline level definitely goes up to a high level. Yeah, and you're in a completely whole different zone. It's like you're focused, you know what's going on, and you're just focusing on that one thing. When I first got there, I was extremely nervous, but after a while, you realize, you're here for 7 months, and the fear kind of goes away at some time, but you're always on edge. You never lose your edge, because it's that one mistake you make might cost you your life. You try to be calm. We have a lot of confidence. We go over there. Everybody goes over there. They don't expect dying, but so you don't go over there thinking you're gonna die, but mentally you prepare for the worst, and you think there's a possibility that you might not come home. Coming home was definitely one of the hardest things. I know we're very excited to come home, but it's also the hardest thing. You're very anxious, you think you're gonna go home and everything is gonna be fine, but after coming home, you realize how you've changed as a person. War definitely changes you. First experience, you come home, first thing that shocked me the most is seeing trees again and seeing grass. After having spent 7 months in the desert in Iraq, where there's no, you never saw grass, it was always sand and sandstones and no trees. Coming home and seeing grass again and, touching grass, that felt good. Seeing trees, that felt good. Watching vehicles doing 80, 90 miles an hour on the highway, that was exciting,
Call for hands above to leave.